picks.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the game.
Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone, but it is hot in here, so let's take a look at the players.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. A great view of our broadcast location today, downtown Atlanta. We're all set to bring you today's action. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Clint Capella's game is based on activity. He said, I'm going to outwork you the whole game. Maybe it's not on social media, but it's efficient. I'm not thinking I want to look nice or I want to make a nice move. I'm thinking about dominating the paint. Guys, I'm thinking about dominating sideline reporting.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Young. He'll be a starter if things stay the way they are now. He's sitting at the 4th position in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I hope they do stay that way. He's been so good this season. It really would be a shame if he missed out on a spot in the starting 5 for the East.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Jeremy Grant. Corey Joseph is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Jordan in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And this is the time of year when teams can start to lose, Brent, their focus just a little bit. How tough you think it is to stay motivated at this stage of the long season?
Well, depending on where you are in the standings, that motivation should kick in about the competitiveness to play in the postseason. But this is a reflection of the character of your team. And I think a lot of front offices and coaching staffs are really tuned into how are guys approaching this part of the year. Are they still attacking? Are they still relying on what we've taught in the training camp and our fundamentals? If they start losing sight of that, the last half of your season could be tough.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. From deep three-point range, another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
This one for 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Got a piece of it. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And here is Joseph. Right side, Jordan fires from deep. Another 3 for Detroit.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give them some space, let them get to work.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
2 points. That one goes.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
A slow start for Atlanta in this one. Searching for their first points of the game. Hunter finds Young. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning, finds him.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Clint Capella. Okongwu comes in for Collins. Gallinari's checked in for Hunter. And it's Williams in for Bogdanovic. A different look here for Detroit. Paseknik's checked in for Stewart. Diallo comes in for Joseph. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Cunningham. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Young, dives to the hoop, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
It's Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. And Michael Jordan with the 3. Jordan's got 28.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter, exploding from the perimeter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Oh! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Good on the triple.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
And here is Jordan after Gallinari made the last 3-pointer. Fires the 3, and another 3 for Detroit.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Zhang kicks to Young. From deep. And that one is off. And so is Detroit in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And with as many 3-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable. Just crippling defense.
Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Atlanta. And then for Detroit, Marvin Bagley's checked in for Grant. Jordan comes in for Diallo, and it's Joseph in for Hayes. Now here's Jordan. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Redick finds Jordan. Connects from 3-point range. Jordan's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Outside Bogdanovich. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And cat-quick reflexes there. Jordan sees that play and jumps all over it. Terrific defense.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. Looking absolutely unstoppable off the tip, they put together a masterful 12-0 run. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held on to that lead with an iron fist, never once giving it up. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They scored very effectively. With the exception of ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Hawks?
First of all, where's the intensity on game? You think when a team's punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, they keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Young and Bogdanovich, they have... Oh!
Yeah. Michael Jordan. Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for John Collins.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Capella finds Collins. To the paint, here's Young. That fall. Nice speed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Good, another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Knocked away and stolen by Jordan. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. Chalk up 2 there. Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 55.
Boy, they are feasting right now off of all of these turnovers.
Young is double. Stolen by Joseph. To the middle. Jordan the pass to Joseph. And slam dunk by Jordan.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Hunter, no one around him, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hunter's got 8.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Connects again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Johnson comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And a different look here for the Pistons. Paseknik's checked in for Stewart. Marvin Bagley comes in for Grant. J.J. Redick's checked in for Corey Joseph. And Diallo's subbed in for Cunningham.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Cloak loose and stolen by Jordan. Driving inside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Free throw good, Jordan. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Tuesday, then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And stolen by Jordan. And again, 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Hawks shooting 43% from the field. And here's Young from the arc. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And here's Young following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Young drives in, and he makes good on the layup. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
Here's Jordan, and got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. They get a hand on it. Young with no one around. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 9.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so it's the Detroit Pistons enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Pasekniks. Jordan is out there with Hayes. And there's Jackson, and it's Magruder in at the 4 slot. And stolen by Jordan. And he goes big with the dunk right over Moutier.
And the way Jordan attacks, the ferocity of his drives, does an exceptional job scoring after contact.
Atlanta's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Williams looking over the floor. Tipped away. Okongwu dishes to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson inside, guarded by Jackson. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Pasekniks. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
For 3.
Pasekniks got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And stolen by Jordan. Puts up a 3. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And stolen by Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And stolen by Jang. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Good, he hits again.
90, a legendary.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pistons.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Mays, guarded by Jordan. And here we go, the Pistons fast break.
Good job there, Jordan, getting them in transition. And he does so much, you almost forget how dominant he can be defensively.
And so it's Moutier with it. They'll bring it up for Atlanta. That's tipped. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Hayes throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Moutier pass to Llewellyn. A solo fast break. And Jordan slams it home.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Atlanta's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Michael.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. Yep, that one goes in there.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
To end the run, here's May, guarded by Jordan. The finish, and then slammed in by Jordan.
And what you see with Jordan, running full speed, but always in complete control.
With the drive, and the dunk by Jordan.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.